Does God multiply gold? How does God multiply silver? From this whole list that we are receiving today, just find one thing that you can have in smaller quantities. Smaller. Now, you have given us something as men of God to now work on. Something. When the Bible says, I will bless the works of your hands, it is not the hand necessarily. There are times when God blesses your hand, there are times when God comes to bless the work of your hand. The work. When that day finally comes and God comes to bless the work, make sure he finds a work of the hand, a work of the hand, a work.
Deuteronomy 16:15.
Of the hand.
Because thy Lord shall bless thee in all thine increase, and in all the works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice.
When your work is blessed, you are guaranteed of what? Rejoice. You will rejoice when God blesses you in those areas of your life. You will be forced to. You go to bed smiling. Whether you like it or not, people will just find you smiling. It will be because of your work that I would have blessed. Let's continue with Deuteronomy. Your silver, say silver.
Silver.
Your gold, say gold.
Gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast
is what?
Is multiplied.
Lest I forget something, lest I leave something out. Anything that you have shall be multiplied. It's a season of multiplication. You will not have twice. It won't be 2 buildings. It won't be 2 cars. That's not multiplication. The only thing that I can see decreasing in your life is a disease, evil spirits, calamities, troubles and problems. But everything good, God will begin to multiply it from this February, from this March, from this June, from this August. Do you believe what God is saying? You may be seated. Let's continue reading. Let's continue reading. How many of you here are here to hear what God is saying? Are you here to hear what God is saying? Thank you. Don't think that miracles will happen later as we speak.
Verse 14.
Be seated, please.
Then thine heart be lifted up.
When it gets to that point, be careful. That's why he's setting us a warning. Lest your heart gets lifted up.
Then thy heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, wherein fiery serpents and scorpions and drought, where there was no water, and brought thee forth water out of the rock of the flint.
Yes.
Who fed thee in the wilderness with manna.
The God who fed you in the wilderness, even with manna, something that you thought was a big miracle, and yet it was to humble you. I fed you with manna. And what was the reason?
Which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee.
wasn't the best that I could give to you. I gave you manna to humble you. Let's leave that one for today. Continue.
And that he might prove thee to do thee good at thy latter end.
He was trying to prove you, because his intention was to do you good at your latter end. He had goodness for you, but he needed you to qualify yourself for the goodness that was coming ahead. It's not the goodness that you experienced in the wilderness, but goodness was ahead of you. But the wilderness was put in place by God to prove you, to qualify you for the goodness. I don't know how old you are now, but the first phase of your life was just so that you qualify for the goodness that is now coming. You qualify for the goodness that is now coming. That one is given, it's confirmed. Some of you, for years, you've been walking in that wilderness. No direction, and there were serpents, there were scorpions, there was heat. All that was so that God proves you worthy of the goodness that was to follow. Keep on reading.
And thou say in thine heart, my power.
Now, when it gets to that point now in your life, and you say, you open your mouth and you say, my power
And the might.
education, my academics, my profession, my diploma, my certificate, my degree, my college, my power,
And the might of mine hand
and the mighty of my hand
hath gotten
me
this wealth.
this wealth. There will come a time you'll be tempted to give credit to your CV. Why is it that sometimes, even if it is because you qualified for the job, what makes you forget that there is a more qualified person for that same job who doesn't have that job? It means there must be another power on top of that power that makes that power. That your power requires his power. Okay, read it. Keep on reading.
And thou shalt say in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand hath gotten me this wealth.
Yes, you say it in your heart. You might not say it to anyone. In your heart, you feel like, I've worked so hard.
But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God.
Remember, when that temptation comes, force yourself to remember. I'm already preparing you for the success that is coming. Please, you will be so wealthy that you would need to remember. You will have to remember the Lord your God. Wealthy will so much cloud your memory that you might forget. When you hear God giving us such a warning, he knows where he's taking us to. It will be so possible for some of you here to forget. Money that is coming will make you forget. Riches that are coming will surely make you forget. Be seated. Keep on reading.
But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God.
The Lord thy God. For
it is he
who
that giveth thee power.
For it is he who
giveth the Lord.
It is he who
the Lord
who what?
Giveth
What?
The power
To what?
to get wealth.
Okay, let me show you something so quite interesting there. The power to get the wealth. Yes, there are several other instances in the Bible where you find God giving his people wealth, even money, riches, honor, influence, connections. Yes, God can give you all those things. But my advice to you would be, don't get used to a prayer life where you are even asking God for money. Don't get used to that kind of prayer.